Hello, Earth signs Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. This is a general message for Earth signs. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. This is going to be a spread on what you need to accept, what you need to let go of, and what you need to embrace. Now, some of you are coming out of from a message here from could be a fellow earth sign, okay, that's going to come in quickly, and it's regarding somebody here who's going to have to make a difficult decision here, okay, because for some of you it's the message that's going to be coming through. It could actually have something to do with a stalemate, okay, because it does, the Two of Swords here does indicate that somebody here could be sitting on the fence here, okay, or struggling to make a decision, or avoiding a difficult or stressful decision here right now here, air sign, because you know it will be a painful decision for somebody. Though it can also signify that somebody here is being torn between two loyalties. This could be a relationship, a situationship, or an offer of people here. Some of you, you're being torn between two families. Some of you could have multiple families, okay? But somebody's definitely caught in the middle of an argument or conflict and trying to mediate between opposing parties right now, okay? For somebody though, right now though, the Two of Swords also does represent somebody who's blocking their emotions or being in denial, okay, or has some form of blindness or inability or unwillingness to see the truth, because somebody's in full-blown denial regarding some form of deception with the Seven of Swords here, okay, because the Seven of Swords here showing up right here in the position what you need to accept, okay. It's letting you know there's been some form of deceit here, earth signs, lies, trickery, okay, could be from Aquarius, Libra, Gemini for some of you, but somebody's being very underhanded, okay. Somebody's trying to mentally manipulate a situation here with the Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords does represent deception, lies, trickery, cheating, lack of conscience. So if there's somebody in your family or who you live with, okay, who's going to end up going through some form of loss here through this decision, okay. I'm seeing Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, okay. It also does actually let you know about some mental manipulation, some tactics or scheming's been going on here, okay. There seems to be some enemies, could even be in your family, that are masquerading as friends, but they're spying your camp here. Somebody's coming your lives. It's like a family member that's coming around you right now here, earth signs, but they're being very deceptive, okay, or somebody you're married to, okay. But for some of you, it also lets you know to be careful, because there could be some theft or burglary or fraud around your home or around your family, okay. If it's regarding your relationship, somebody here is being betrayed, okay. There's definitely some deception, lies, or cheating going on, and this is what you need to accept, okay. But for some of you, perhaps one of you is not being honest about your feelings, or maybe trying to manipulate the other rather than being honest or upfront about what you want, okay. If it's not you, earth sign, there's definitely somebody around you who's behaving this way, because there is an enemy in the midst there that's masquerading as a friend, okay. Could also be a third party trying to stir trouble in your relationships, but there's going to be some form of loss here, okay, because there's definitely some form of deception, and what's in the dark I'm hearing has to come to the light. So let's see, I'm going to clarify this now for earth signs, sun, moon, and Venus rising. What you need to accept, there is some form of betrayal going on, okay. What you need to let go of could even be somebody in your family, okay, or a home, okay. And what you need to embrace is this loss, when the truth comes out, okay? Because it's going to be illuminated. Yeah, for some of you, it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus young child here that's taking the time to come forward here, because there's definitely going to be an ending, okay? A transformation. Somebody's under judgment right now through this deception and the lies that they've been speaking, okay? And it's definitely coming to an end. For some of you, there's some shady business going on regarding this Page of Pentacles, okay? Some of you right now could be having a young child, okay? Or it could be somebody that's younger than you. But this Page of Pentacles, some of you, it could be some good news regarding somebody going through a major change or wanting a second chance, okay? But somebody here could be needing to decide what you want to go, or go for it, whatever you want. Some of you are going for a second chance, okay? But it's deception. Somebody's not being honest, okay? Somebody could be underneath judgment here, okay? Because there's definitely going to be some conflict here that you're going to need to move on from, okay? This is what you need to accept, okay? There is no second chance. It's karma, okay? Some of you need to go ahead because somebody's been competing or put in a competition, okay, with somebody else. Put in a third party situation because somebody here was having conflict regarding making a choice. Now when it comes to this Ten of Cups, what you need to let go of is a new opportunity is coming your way that you're going to have to make a choice regarding this conflict that you're having. And this could be with a third party, okay? This is somebody who's feeling rejected here, okay, regarding a third party. And you're gonna get some victory when you stand your ground, block this person, okay, who's coming towards you with conflict, okay, that you need to move away from, because it will be a loss, okay? For some of you right now, they could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? Somebody could be gossiping or sending some news to this person, okay, regarding you actually standing your ground or blocking this person, because there's definitely going to be you moving on here, okay? What you need to embrace is that you need to move on, speak the truth and shame the devil, okay? You're going to have the courage and strength to do so here, because for some of you, you could be dealing with a Leo, all right? For some of you right now, though, wow, that moved on. Definitely the Moon card again. There's definitely been something hidden, but what's in the dark is going to come to the light. Somebody here has been unfaithful, and somebody needed to choose between two. And somebody here is heading for a tower moment. Como se? Somebody's definitely heading for a tower moment. Major change taking place in their life. Okay, secrets are coming out. What's in the dark is going to come to the light here, okay? Somebody here could be a strong Capricorn is heading for a tower moment because they're in a situation where they need to choose between two, okay? Somebody was definitely in denial regarding this, was being indecisive, but their lies are going to be exposed here, okay? What's in the dark, I said, is going to come to the light. And what you need to embrace is that somebody's going to be experiencing a tower moment, major change in their life, because of them sitting on the fence and wouldn't make a decision, okay? Because right now, somebody is experiencing anxiety or fear, or maybe overwhelming the person right now, that you're emotionally detaching from a partner rather than dealing with the issues at hand right now. Or it may be somebody who's trying to paper over the cracks in your relationships and trying to make out it's not as bad as it seems, okay? But somebody needs to draw a line here, okay? Because when you stand your ground, this is going to lead to some form of resentment here, and secrets are going to be coming out, okay? And it could be regarding a loss of a third party here, this deception that's been going on in a family or in a marriage. Third party situation, somebody could be having multiple relationships. Yeah, there's going to be a confession. Someone's about to confess their true feelings for you. This is somebody here who's having conflict here, who could be going through a major transformation, okay? when they're coming towards you here with some form of deception though, okay? You might need to accept somebody's confession here. Yeah, this is somebody here who's keeping up appearances and acting like everything's fine, when it's not fine in the family. Everything's going wrong. That's why you need to stand your ground, okay? Because the loss that's coming through is because somebody's wearing a mask. Someone's concern may not be sincere, and they're hiding their ulterior motive, okay? Even though you could be going through some loss or grief right now, somebody here is not being true. They're being false. There's going to be some breaking news here, Earth signs. A surprise revelation will shift your perspective, because somebody does have control issues. Control issues are present in this relationship. Someone's trying to control the situation, okay? And suppressing their emotions at the same time and wearing a mask. So you're going to know, say, somebody's false, and there's going to be a loss in the family. Como se? That's for somebody. And someone's trying to keep up and make out everything's alright when it's not alright. So the message for somebody here is pre-warned is pre-armed, okay? Because this confession that someone's about to confess their true feelings, which is false. They're playing both sides, okay? Someone's trying to appease everybody. This is a people pleaser, okay? You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time here, Earth signs. Because right now, you need to let go of is love that lasts. Timeless, real, deep affection. This is somebody here that you thought you're going to be with them forever, okay? You will get some form of victory or recognition if you stand your ground, okay? They might not like it, but they'll respect you for it, because somebody will end up hurting, crying, depressed, going through pain and sorrow and feeling rejected, okay? Because you're going to have to reject this person, because the real story is everything's going to be coming to light. That's the truth. I couldn't have said it better myself, because somebody's going to be receiving a cold shoulder here, Earth sign. Someone is deliberately dissing themselves and hiding dissatisfaction and trying to make out everything's alright when it's not alright, okay? If this resonates with you, Earth signs, please like, share, subscribe. Well, the message here for Earth signs didn't need to know. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Because this person who's playing both sides could be giving multiple gifts out to multiple family members, okay? This closing off. They're not emotionally available, they're distracted because it was hurt in the past, okay? Or it could be you need to accept this factor. That's the reason why someone's playing both sides, because it was hurt in the past. But they're coming across very mechanical, going through the motions. This person's checked out, they're in a routine, and this is definitely a deadly combo. Dangerous when together, triggered, very explosive between you and this person. And some of you are hurting, crying, and going through rejection. But remember, every rejection is God's protection here, Earth signs, because somebody did have a brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending. It's going to be short, sweet, and it can't last. Okay, even if you reconcile with this person, it's not going to last, because the person hasn't changed. There's other lovers, okay? Someone's still involved with the past, cheating, and they've got secret affection for somebody else. If this resonates with you, Earth signs, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what message here for Earth signs do they need to know regarding this. Find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Follow your heart and always trust your intuition. Go deep within and find your triggers and address them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. So right now, somebody needs to love themselves before they can love anybody else right now, okay? And somebody's message is you need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. Okay? Because somebody's being put in a competitive situation where they're feeling that they have to compete with somebody else. But for somebody here, have more faith in yourself. and be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep shining your light right now here, Earth sign, because at the bottom, whatever you have been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You'll feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just laying in wait. You can do this, Earth signs. And some of you need to make a choice, a decision between two, because somebody has a brief affair. Somebody is in a conflicting position of needing to choose between two. Okay, someone's trying to actually be a people pleaser. Okay, they're playing both sides, and some of you might need to accept that somebody here is not emotionally available. Okay, and what you need to let go of is somebody here who's going through the motions. It's checked out. This, it could be somebody you have children with or a family with. Okay, because there will be a loss. Okay, and somebody will get hurt after rejection, after finding out somebody had a brief affair, because what's in the light is going to come to the, what's in the dark is going to come to the light. If this resonates with you, Earth signs, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.